Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sister. Happy birthday to you. Inside voice? Really? I'm using my inside voice for this video. See if I can make it under 6 minutes. I don't want to actually announce what day my sister's birthday is. Saying I'm gonna make this video public scheduled video, 50 videos posted every 6 hours. 50 videos to etch into one's DNA, burn into one's mind. One call it personally, vanity, repetition. Whatever get one to repeat and repeat it, do it. Intensity of emotion and repetition. That's what life is all about. That's what life is all about. Right? Dr. Myron Golden, my first financial breakthrough. That's the source video. See, that light is blinding. That's the source video. And that's where he says that if you can etch this into your DNA, that it's easier to make a lot of money over a short period of time than it is to make a little money over a long period of time. Then ignore all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focus on the easier ways to make a lot. Your life will change forever. Those are cliches or whatever. All right. So far, this is the 7th set of 50 videos, one video posted every 6 hours. Just to hear oneself say that. Different YouTube channels like Enough Uber Driving that has an ulterior motive to etch into one's DNA, burn into one's mind. And this one is from the richest man in Babylon, as read in a 22-minute reading from Master Key Society. I found a road to wealth when I discovered that all I earn, that a part of all I earn is mine to keep. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. A part of all one earns is one's to keep. One discovered a road to wealth when one discovered that a part of all one earned is one's to keep. I'm at the biggest staff say well house project, August 18th, 2025, 2 years to create a system, clean house out, create a system, make this a historic site. Their family had it since 1946. 4 friends and family coming from out of town to visit, something like an Airbnb, yet self-sustaining as well, especially by one, the house manager, house monitor, living upstairs on the 3rd floor, right? And this is the reading room, and independent study PhD in African American Studies from the retired professor, Dr. Joyce Deborah Bickerstaff of Vassar College. On love for oneself unconditionally for all one's perfections and imperfections. And thirdly, to use all of one's courage to force oneself to think positively on one's own problem. To set a definite and clearly defined goal for oneself. To let one's marvelous mind think about one's goal from all possible angles. To let one's imagination speculate freely upon the many different possible solutions. To refuse to believe that there are any circumstances sufficiently strong to defeat one, the accomplishment of one's purpose, to act promptly and decisively when the course is clear, and to keep constantly aware that one is at this moment standing in the middle of one's own acres of diamonds, as Russell Conwell used to point out. Earl Nightingale from The Strangest Secret in the World. Well, most of these videos have all been 30 minutes long. I have the ability and capacity to give $5,500, and it only feels like I'm giving away a $5.50 bus card in Cleveland. Or I have the ability to grant $550 or $5,500, and it feels the same as $5.50. That's one's financial. That was one's financial destiny. Destiny that one set out for some time ago. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that if one is reliving an event from the past, we're lying because we're not the same person we were back then. That's weird. What's the difference between lying and telling a story? At any rate, don't like, don't comment, don't share. These videos are just for one reason and one reason only, because we'll feel like it. People do things for one reason and one reason only, because they feel like it. I'm asking you to actually give me $150. And I want it to feel like $1.50, because I expect that one's target audience is at that vibration, that financial destination where 5,500 is the same as $5.50. Yet it doesn't mean you're a pushover, you're a sucker. We know that giving people money, giving that man that $5.50 bus pass wasn't gonna solve his problem. So I didn't do it. Right? I didn't do it. None of your business. Why? Because you do the same thing. Or you can grant. I would like for you to grant $150 to the nonprofit 501c Clean House Incorporated, Change Lives, Empowered and New, founded by David Smeltz and Tyrone Sanders in 2010. We're a sober house for men. We do martial arts, yoga, meditation, and we have 12-step meetings. Our mission is to provide recovering men with the spiritual and mental tools needed for continual personal growth and prevention of relapse. Clean House strives to promote continuous and contented sobriety by addressing all three elements of addiction: the body, mind, and spirit. And of course, the body is the martial arts. The mind is 12-step meetings, big book study, and there's so much more. And the spirit also big book study, meditation, yoga. At our Buckeye location, 11910 Buckeye Road, Cleveland, Ohio, 44120. You can reference the description area of this YouTube channel, Enough Uber Driving. In other words, enough Uber driving is about I earned enough Uber driving for me. People, like some passenger, they want to get into detail with how much you pay for the rental. Is it profitable? And I gotta say, it's enough for me. I've been doing it for 9 years. And when I started out, it was an Uber exchange program. It was like 2 weeks. If it don't work, just get a car back. If it don't work, just stop doing it. Right? This is the easiest thing to try. And if it don't work, just stop trying. Right? It wasn't forced like employment, whereas you gotta try and force yourself and try, and I got it because I need the money to pay. Man, I know Ron said, he said you gotta be real careful. You gotta be real careful. I got the door open and I'm making this video. And it's like 5 something in the morning. Feels like it's windy outside. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the YMCA. But it's my sister's birthday. I think it's a 2-hour time difference. She's in Phoenix, Arizona. So go ahead and give her a call. What else? Roll real. This used to be my meditation thing, but it's uncomfortable now. Guess I can put more padding. It don't work for my. It's too much pressure on my shin. Something new out. Let's just wrap it up. It's a target audience. I asked for some money. The grant or give. I believe I gave the difference between giving and grant. Got an idea what the money is going for? You're told what the money is being used for. Giving, you got some change. You got some change. You got some change. Giving, basically, got some change. You give what the money is used for by the person, because money represents freedom and choice. Freedom and choice. It's like, even if my child, she want to buy some socks. Well, what kind of socks you want? I don't really know. I gotta take a look and see what kind of selections they have. So I can take it to the store and go through the selections and see what kind of socks she want, and then I pay for the socks. Well, she's at a certain age where she can go to the store by herself or with her sisters or with her mother, or I can give her the money, right? The money gives her a choice. She can look and find, oh, I like that, and there's a choice. Money is choice, choice, freedom, freedom to choose. People do things for one reason and one reason only, because they feel like I got that from Dr. Myron Golden's The Master Key to Influencing, How to Overcome Procrastination in Yourself and in Others. Anxiety, anticipation. After Earth, Will Smith, fear is not real. We are all telling ourselves a story. 80% of what we tell in the past is imagination. Because scientifically, our brain only holds about 20% of that information. I'm really realizing that now. I almost feel like I got the onset of dementia. That's crazy. What? I got a system, just like Castle Rock. The lady, she was going through dementia, Alzheimer's or whatever, and she had a system to remember what's the present and what was the past, and to be able to be stable and to function based on the information from the system. And I have a game key system. It's the Fruit of Life game key system. Now, March 29th, 2020 is his birthday or conception date. And that's based off The Mystery of Transmutation, a chapter in the book Think and Grow Rich. Being able to write freely, irrespectable, just like these videos are unhinged, profane, and vulgar. Right, just letting you know. Right. That's why I like attraction rather than promotion, man. One man, days, whatever days, mindsets. Happy birthday to me.